guys, your beautiful chef, your lovely chef is here. This is your girl Jamila Camara Food. Yes guys, please do not forget, press the notification button or your notification bell to be precise. Today, trust me guys, I'm not blowing my own trumpets. If you follow this recipe I'm going to show you today, say goodbye to boring food. Say goodbye to boring stew. Say goodbye to boring food. This is Jamila Camara Food, guys. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Jamila Camara Food. Today, this is the most easiest meal you can cook for your family and friends. You can put in front of your guests. I'm just sharing because you know sharing is caring. And I'm using my mobile cooker. It's so fast. It's going to be so fast. It's unbelievable. But you know I have to share. You know sometimes you share, you don't know. Please guys, if you are watching this now or later, do not forget to thumbs up the video. Thumbs up in the video, you know. When you thumbs up the video, if you don't know how to thumbs up, you up out, you thumbs up, you go up in again. You gotta thumbs up my video guys. I know sometimes you like what I'm doing, but why you don't want to thumbs up me? You are not super chatting me, so why can't you thumbs up, dear? Thumbs up, I'm begging for thumbs up the video. With all honesty, yes, with all humility, thumbs up my video guys, because the more you thumbs up my video, the more I've got. You send me some audience on my program. You know, we have some people, not everybody know how to cook. Some people know how to cook, but they don't know your method of cooking. I learn from you, you learn from me. I learn from you, you learn from me. You know, in this world, we learn from each other. Always, I'm just sharing. That is why you're hearing this noise. Because I've got some of my people on my... Let me start the cooking now. So, because I don't like to keep my people bored when they are watching my live. Yes, if it was on Facebook, I don't care how long I go for. But here, I want... Because it's not an edited video, so I like it when it's faster. That is why I normally pre-boil. So let's start the cooking. Let's start the cooking. Yes. Now I wear gloves because, you know, some people are saying, why are you touching the food? Although, yes, I like to touch my food. I like to feel my food. This is the easiest meal to cook. When you cook this meal, when you want your family to enjoy this meal, this is the way to do it. So this is the agent here which is going to do. As you can see, the ingredients are all here. Well, I know seeing the ingredients, some of you may say, oh, I see now the ingredients, I know what to do. No, because every ingredient I use, you have to know how to put them together. You have to know how to put this ingredient together. This light has come on and it's going to go off again. It's always pissed me off, this light, trust. Guys. Anytime, I think this is the position I want it. Well, let me just, anytime I put this light on, I want you to see inside the pot. Yeah, because, okay, you have to see what is going inside the pot. That's why when you are cooking this kind of meals, you have to don't think about yourself, you think about the people you are showing what to do. That's always. So as you can see, I'm using organic coconut oil. I don't want to show the bottle because at the end of the day, I'm going to put this is half a liter. In fact, a quarter of a liter of organic coconut oil. Organic coconut oil. Okay? I have already seasoned this fish, washed this fish clean yesterday. I have already seasoned this fish with half a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of salt, okay? So half a teaspoon of salt. Can you just put this? Let me take this other phone so I can see inside the pot. So now, that's organic coconut oil. We don't want to burn it. Because when you burn the coconut oil, you take the smell out of it. There's no other ingredients. I washed this fish nicely. It was caught by the butcher. They descale it for me. I bring it home. I clean it nicely, fresh. I clean it very, very clean like this. Very nice. Very, very nice and clean like this. Okay? And then I wash the fish with salt and lime. And wash it nicely. And I season half a teaspoon of salt. That's it, because I'm using fresh ingredients. I said at times without number, I'm using fresh ingredients, so you don't over season this. You just need the salt. That's it. So now I'm going to put this fish, because we are not frying here, but we just want to seal the fish. Okay? This is now a very sweet fish. We are not frying, because if I wait for that oil to burn, you're going to take out of the organic smell. So it's going to be any other oil, and we don't want that. We don't want that. Please, guys, thumbs up the video, thumbs up the video. It doesn't matter if it's one of you or two of you, thumbs up the video. Because when you the more you thumbs up, the more they suggest the video to other people. Because as I told you the last time, I want to do this as organic as possible. I want to do this page as organic as possible. That is why I always tell my people, you go on YouTube and bring what you like to do. When you are making food for YouTube, you bring there what you like. Because if you don't like cooking, you want to just cook, just forget the clouds, you're not gonna like it. When you go on YouTube, when you go on YouTube, you have to bring on YouTube what you like to do. And I love cooking. Cooking is my passion. Yes, so that is why I'm going to be here for a long time. Because this is what I like doing. I like cooking. Cooking is my passion. That is why I'm not going to relent until I get there. If it's going to take me 100 years to get there, hence this is what I like to do. One day, my creator will smile at me and say, oh, you've been here for a long time. Now let me send the support you need. That is why I'm growing the page organically. And I thank you very much for those of you who have already subscribed. These few subscribers I have these days, you don't know. I thank you for that. Because for you to subscribe on my page, it means that you are supporting my agenda. And then for that alone, I will say thank you very much. God bless you. You know, one day we're going to get there. One day, it doesn't matter now if we have only nobody's watching, but one day they're going to watch us. And you're going to say to yourself, I was in that process. We build that page up. We build that YouTube up. That's what we want. That's what we want. You know? Because now I have a lot of people. I have a lot of people who are saying, oh, I'm not going to this, I'm not going to that. I'm not going to subscribe, I'm not going to share, I'm not going to like. You know? But it's up to them. If you want to support me, support me. If you want to give me thumbs up, give me thumbs up. If you want to help me build up this empire, help me build it up. Please. Yes. So now let me see if I can able to turn this fish. Turn it over like this. Because we are just sealing. We are sealing the moisture inside the fish. We don't want the fish to be... We are not actually frying dry. We don't want to fry dry. We want to give the fish a color. And we want to seal the moisture. Because when you seal the moisture on the fish, in this kind of stews, because this is not like a Creole stew. It's not a Creole stew. This is semi-Creole stew. It is the right word. It's semi-Creole stew. Because Creole stew is very, very dry. You don't put any moisture on a Creole stew. You cook it dry, it's very, very dry. This is not Creole stew. We need a little bit of moisture. So right now, I still think that these pots, yes, yes. So all those ingredients supposed to go in that pot so we can enjoy the cooking. Yes, I still think that it's a bit burnt. Yeah, we can see it now that way. Let's leave it that way and bring it inside a bit. Yes. So now we're gonna start, because of that cooker is the best thing I ever bought in my life. You know my cooking. Jamila Kamara, I don't use too much. I use ingredients you can use to make your cooking very, very nice. You know? So please do not forget to thumbs up the video. That fish that fish I'm sealing now is the longest part of that cooking. But sometimes when you want to see how you cook this kind of sauce, you have to have the patience. When you have the patience, you can eat very good food. You can eat very, very good food. Trust. This is not dry Creole stew. The dry Creole stew, that fish is supposed to be fried very, very dry. But because I'm not using dry Creole stew, so I'm just washing my hands because using this kind of, because I want to put the ingredients, show you the ingredients. That is why. Okay? Right. So now, wash my hands and I have few bell peppers. Get a towel to clean my hands nicely. Okay. Because cleanliness is next to godliness. Anything I touch, let me see. Anything I touch, I have to wash my hands. Yes. Now, okay, so now let me find a bowl, because that fish has been sealed very nicely. Let me rinse the bowl. So now I'm going to take out the fish. I'm going to take out the fish, but before I do that, right, take out this fish now. I think this fish has done its own job. This kind of fish, the way I fry it, you can eat this fish like that. You can eat this fish like this because of it's got well salty. Next time I will make like a fish you just have to do for you to chew. You know, this fish is only salt. You don't put any seasoning. Because if you season this fish before you fry it, if you are going to chew this fish, you are just going to make a small fried onion so to chew this fish like that. You can season. But because I'm going to use another ingredient, you just wash this with salt and lime, you rinse, and then you season with half a teaspoon of salt. That's all in this fish. You know? Now I'm going to take out this fish, and then you don't burn the peanut. Sorry, you don't burn the coconut oil, because when you burn it, you take out of that organic smell. Take this out. So in here, I have 1 teaspoon, because I put half a teaspoon in the fish. In here, I have 1 teaspoon. I wash the beef. I wash the chicken very, very clean with lime, you know, with lime and salt, and rinse it, and put 1 teaspoon of salt. And boil this for 1 hour. And boil this for 1 hour. 1 teaspoon of salt. Sorry, it's live cooking. This is half a chicken and a quarter of a kilo of meat. Okay? I boil this meat. I wash this meat and the chicken. This is the hard boiled chicken, not the soft chicken. So I put 1 teaspoon of salt, because I have half a teaspoon in the fish. So I have 1 teaspoon of salt, in this pot, and half an onion. That's it. Half an onion, 1 teaspoon of salt, and boil for 1 hour in 1 liter of water. Boil for 1 hour. Okay? Because we're not going to throw that water away, because of that's the stuff we are going to use in here. And this is not Creole stew. It's not Creole stew at all. It's not a Creole stew. So now, what you are going to do, yes, you can see, you add the onions on top of this beef. You add the onions. You add the onions into this. This is 1 onion. I showed you the last time in my other cooking, the onion I used. Do not worry because of this organic coconut oil. Because some of you may think that, oh, the oil is too much. No, we are not even going to scoop that oil, because that oil is so good. It's organic, because that is why I don't use sunflower. Because sunflower oil, I just have a tin of sunflower oil that's, you know, when you want to indulge in this cooking. When you want to indulge, yes, it's better for you to spend your money on your belly than you go and spend it for something which are not useful. You stir this because we want that onion to caramelize inside this beef. All because of, you know, that beef is only salt which is in there. So now we are going in now with the ingredients. In here, I have 1 teaspoon. I have 1 teaspoon, and I don't think you can see. Let me bring you closer. Sorry for the smoke. I have 1 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of ginger and garlic, and then 1 teaspoon. This is 4 cloves of garlic. 4. It's not a big ball. It's the 4. You take 4 out of 1 bowl, and then half a root of ginger. You blend it together. This I blend it on my local mortar. I blend this on my local mortar. Please, guys, give me thumbs up. Please, guys, please thumbs up the video. If you don't know how to do it, come out of the video, and you can see that where that X button is. You go and thumbs up the video. 1, I can say 4 cloves of garlic, half a root of ginger. You blend it together. You blend it together like this. This is a quarter a liter. If it's cup, it's let's say a cup of an half of organic coconut oil. So, but you don't burn it, because when you burn it, it takes that organic smell. It becomes like an ordinary. In here, I have a teaspoon of dry thyme, but you can use fresh, and half a teaspoon of curry powder. Use the Madras curry, because the Madras curry is got all the spices you can think of, all the spices. This one, let me show you the cup again. I'm not advertising for them, but I need to show you. This is the best one. This has got all the stuff, so you don't need to put plenty of any. Look at, that's how it's the Madras curry. It's got all the spices. So I put half a teaspoon and 1 teaspoon of dry thyme. Add it into this pot and stir. Mix together. Okay? Mix together like this. Sorry about the smoke. And now I have 4 bay leaves, dry bay leaves. I have 3 Maggi, but you can use any seasoning cube of your choice. Do not put MSG. Do not put MSG. This is bell pepper. This is the yellow one. 1 bell pepper. And then this is the green and red. You half green pepper, half yellow pepper. Because why we are not going to smother this with a lot of bell pepper because bell pepper is very sweet. Bell pepper is very, very sweet, and that the sweetness of the bell pepper can over sweeten the food because I'm going to put tomatoes. The tomatoes are tangy and sweet, so that is why you have to put half. Don't use the whole bell pepper. Divide it into, when you buy the bell pepper, divide it into two. You use the half, the different color, so you can give your sauce the fragrance and the color. But because it's too sweet, if you put 3 bell peppers and you are going to put tomatoes, it's going to make the like you put sugar in the sauce, and you don't want that. Okay? Right. So now I'm going to add, this is 5 fresh tomatoes. 5 fresh tomatoes, okay? Add this into it. You see what I was saying? Because we don't want it to taste like sugar. Mix this together like this. It's going to generate some liquid. Mix together nicely. Do not add salt because of that. 1 teaspoon of inside this beef stock. This beef and chicken, this stock is packed with flavor because it's 1 teaspoon of salt and half an onion. That's it in that pot. Nothing else. Nothing else. And then when I was boiling this, there's a lot of the oil from the chicken and the oil from the beef. I scoop it out because I don't want it to come here for it not to make this sauce overpower because I'm using coconut oil. But it's a choice, you can use it, but it was just too much, so I scoop it out. Here I just want the coconut oil to be the main show here. And then the beef, because the beef and the chicken has already cooked in that stove for 1 hour. It's only salt and onion, I repeat. Because when you are using a lot of ingredients like that, you don't overpower the beef or the chicken. Just put salt and half an onion, you boil it. Because I could have cooked this beef and the chicken with a lot of ingredients, and I'm going to put another ingredient here, you're going to overpower the cooking. You're going to put a lot of ingredients. So that is why, my people, please do me a favor. Please just make sure that you give me some thumbs up, because the thumbs up, when you give me thumbs up, you suggest the video. You know, like you people who are watching me now, if anybody is on this live, because I'm not seeing what is happening there, because I turned the camera for you to see what's happening in this spot. Because when you thumbs up the video, YouTube is going to suggest the video, because I want to do this organically as possible. I want to do it organically as possible. I want us to go on this journey, so all of you are going to say in the future, I was there. When she started this cooking, it's only 2 of us was watching. So now I'm going to add the pepper. I put 1 cup of water. This is 4 the hottest Scotch bonnet pepper. It's 4. But I use a whole full cup of water to blend. That is why you see it this way. You see? Some people now, they are going to put like tomato puree. If you like tomato puree, you can add tomato puree in this. But for me, I don't want it to be so sweet, because I have about 1 1/4 bell pepper in here. I have about 5 tomatoes in here. And then this pepper is going to give me the color I want. So I'm not going to add any tomato puree. You know, some of you may think that, oh, Jamila don't like to cook with tomato puree. Yes, I do like to cook with tomato puree, but I know I know where to put the tomato puree. As this is not, you see, that is why I say this is not a Creole stew. Okay, this is not a Creole stew. So now what I'm going to do, we are not going to waste all this wonderful stock. This is chicken and beef stock. It's only half a teaspoon and half onion on this in this pot. I boiled the beef and the chicken for 1 hour. So now I'm going to use this because of it's a beef stock, beef and chicken stock. Because of all those sweetness coming of those bones, the chicken bones, the beef bones. So that is why this is, we call this boiled soup in my country. So we're gonna leave this to boil now. Everything is going to be thickened. So we are going to introduce, because of this fish, the only thing inside this fish is salt. But we want all that goodness to go in this fish. So we are going to reintroduce the fish. You see how it is? You see, so let me press it. You see, still very moist inside because we just lock the moisture. Some people now, they will dip this into, they will toss this into flour before they lock the moisture. But me, I don't like it because I don't like the thickness. I don't like the thickness it's going to give this sauce. I want to cook this sauce as authentic as possible. Okay? So please thumbs up the video. When you thumbs up the video, you're gonna make YouTube to suggest. So now, all those ingredients I have just put in this, they're gonna cook. And we're not gonna make this to dry at all because we need some of that liquid. We're not gonna make this to dry at all. We just want that stock, that beef stock and chicken stock, to cook all those other ingredients I just put, those fresh ingredients I just put. But by the time this finish, you will see what I was talking about. For those who cook with like because don't forget, inside this cookie now, I have one and a half teaspoon of salt. Just imagine, I have 1.5 teaspoon of salt because I use half a teaspoon to season the fish. I use 1 teaspoon to season the beef and the chicken and boil for 1 hour. But make sure you wash. Please wash. Please wash. Please wash. Wash your meats. Even it's going to be cooked. Because some of you will say, oh, I don't need to wash it because when I cook it, all the germs. No, it's the thoughts. When you wash ingredients, it's the thoughts that counts. The thoughts of you washing stuff is the thoughts that count. When you are washing stuff, it's the thoughts. You're not washing it because of when you don't wash it, something is going to happen to you. But it's the thoughts. We cook with thoughts. Okay? Right now the smoke is too much. You are not seeing what is happening. But trust me. Let me use now the small teaspoon because I have to be, because this cooker is so good, because I don't want to break the fish. I want all that beef to capture with all those ingredients. Some of you now, you might put like a different seasoning and everything. No, you don't need it. Look, the only thing which is not here is thyme. You see, you got black pepper, white pepper, ginger. Why I even put that ginger inside? Because I want to enhance. I like ginger and garlic, but everything is here. All the ingredients are listed here. So don't go in your shelf. You start to add allspice or this here, because everything is here in this Madras curry. Everything is in here. So just put, and don't put a lot. Just put either a teaspoon or half a teaspoon, because of you are not cooking a curry, you are cooking a stew. It's different when you are cooking a curry or when you are cooking a stew. Okay? So now we're gonna just put that cooker. Let me just taste and see. Now I'm going to taste now. If I need any now to add anything, now is the time for me to add. Let me just bring this to low so it can able to. Now let me just taste. Yes. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Ooh, child. Oh yes. So now I definitely need a little bit of salt. Okay? Because the teaspoon of salt I use to boil the beef and the chicken. The beef and the chicken has sucked most of that salt, but this is the right time for you to taste. So now, where is my salt? If I can find any salt. Salt, where are you? Salt, where? I can't find the salt. Let me see. Okay, I found it. Found it. Right. Now I'm going to add half a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of salt. Because I need it. So now, let's say we have now 2 teaspoons of salt, 3 Maggi cube, 5 fresh tomatoes, okay, and then 1.5 bell pepper, okay, 1.5 bell pepper, because if you put a lot of bell pepper, because the bell pepper is sweet like sugar, if you put a lot here and then you put all those tomatoes, because the onions are sweet, because today I don't have purple onion, but I have the onions are sweet, the tomatoes are sweet, and just imagine you put a lot of bell pepper, because some people they use in this kind of cooking like maybe 4 or 5 bell pepper. You're gonna make the sauce so sweet like you cook sugar. I know some of you, when you do your cooking, you put sugar, but actually we African, Sierra Leonean to be precise, most of our food we don't put sugar, because we are eating rice already, and rice is not good for diabetic patients. And just imagine if we start cooking with sugar. That is why we don't cook with sugar. But a lot of you cook with sugar. We don't tend to cook with sugar. Sierra Leoneans, we don't tend to cook with sugar at all. Okay? So I'm looking for something I need very badly in that cooking. Okay? I need it very badly. But it's almost finished, and I'm going to put a little bit of water and shake. Shake. And then English mustard. In this cooking, put 1 teaspoon. But it's finished, because in this house we eat a lot of mustard. You see? So I just put some water in the bottle and shook it. So if you are doing it, if you have some in your house, just put 1 teaspoon. You don't want more than that, because we want that feeling of that. So now, okay. So let me see if I can able to explain the ingredients here. Yes, I think I can. In here I have 5 fresh tomatoes, a quarter of a liter of organic coconut oil. Organic coconut oil. You don't burn the coconut oil. Just make sure that as soon as you put the coconut oil, you add the fish to seal the moisture. I wash the fish nicely with lime and salt. Why, when you are washing meat or you are washing fish, you use lime and you use salt? So you don't want to outwash the protein. Yes, so you are washing but you are seasoning at the same time. Okay, and then I have here half a pound of meat and I have half a chicken, hard boiled chicken. I put it together, wash clean, and make sure that and put one teaspoon and half an onion and boil for 1 hour. Do not throw do not throw that stock. Do not throw that stock at all. Do not throw that stock at all. And then I have 4 cloves of garlic and half a root of ginger. Blend it. I blend it with my local mortar, but if you have it, you can mix it with your pepper, your tomatoes, and blend together. But the reason why I don't blend the tomatoes, because I'm not cooking a Nigerian stew. When you are cooking a Nigerian stew, all those ingredients I add, you put everything in a blender, you blend it together, you mash it. But here we need a little bit to see a little bit of some of this. So that is why we don't, because this is not a Nigerian stew. This is a stew. We call this boiled stew in my country. You don't need any peanut butter here at all. And then I have 3 cubes of Maggi. And I have half a teaspoon of Madras curry, because the Madras curry is full of different Asian spice. It's star anise. Everything is on the Madras curry. It's listed there. And then I had a teaspoon of dry thyme. And then I had 1 big onion. If you don't have the big one, put 2. And I had 1.5 bell pepper. Yes, 1.5 bell pepper, because it's 3 different, but it's half. 1.5 bell pepper. And I have 4 thyme. 4 bay leaves in this, because we are not cooking Creole stew. We are not cooking Creole stew. And I have 3 to 4, I think it's 4 Scotch bonnet. Is really hot. Yes, because of that fresh fish here, and there's meat, there's chicken. I like it hot, but you can skip it because of in this kind of cooking. Hence, you are not cooking with MSG. You can put even 1 pepper if you are not somebody who likes spice. Even 1 can go a long way. Even 1, you know. But I use half a liter. Half a liter. No, sorry. 1 cup of water to blend the pepper, and then I use 1 liter to cook the beef and the chicken. So I use that remaining beef and chicken stock and add it here, because of has released all that sweetness from the bone marrow of the meat and the chicken. All is just making this sauce to be. So we're gonna leave this to boil now. To boil now like this. You see, there's a lot of oil settling on top. I'm gonna scoop all this. If you want, you can scoop. If you want, you don't scoop, because of this is healthy oil. This is organic coconut oil. If you want to scoop, you can scoop. If you don't want to scoop, I have to be careful because of the fish. We don't want the fish to mash up. Yeah, that's my own English, mash up. So let me taste again. So now, you're not going to see what I'm going to do behind here, but I'm going to talk to you anyway. So now I'm just going to boil, steam my rice, boil or steam. I'm going to steam my rice now, okay? I'm going to steam my rice. Oh dear, I don't even have enough rice. I'm going to steam my rice, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to steam this rice. I'm going to show you on camera. Let me wash it. You gotta wash it. Wash. Don't start cooking your rice before you because the rice is going to be bland. I don't know how that kind of cooking is. I cannot understand that cooking. You boil the rice, and when you boil the rice, you throw away the water and you rinse the rice in cold water. You're just going to kill the rice. Is going to be so bland. You have to put so much ingredient to bring that rice to taste. Sorry, this is live cooking for the background noise. You don't start boiling your rice. You don't start boiling your rice and you take the rice out of the pot. And then now I've washed this rice now until the water becomes clear. So now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to come in this pot. I'm going to come now in this pot and scoop this coconut oil, this flavored coconut oil. This flavored coconut oil. I'm going to skim it like this. I'm going to add it into this rice. Okay? Right. I'm going to put, because of this, about 2 cups of rice. I'm going to put about 2.5 cups of water. Yes. And then you have to, because of now you have the coconut oil inside, you skim from your actual cooking. Just make sure you check the rice because I'm using my rice cooker. Because you put that oil, you're not going to reduce the water. You can add, but you cannot reduce. So that is why you make sure you put the water little by little. Because this one, the way I did it, it's like you put a half. You cannot see, but that's what I'm doing in the back. I put half a teaspoon of salt. Because when you're cooking rice, you have to think about that also. That there's a lot of salt in the stew. So now, that rice is going to cook now in that cooker. With that coconut oil I skimmed. With that coconut oil I skimmed from that pot. So it's going to make that rice so tasty, like semi jollof rice, but it's not jollof rice. So I'm going to come back on this pot. Where is the spoon? I'm going to stir carefully. I'm going to stir this. Dip the spoon from the bottom and push it. You are not mixing. Push it further. Dip the spoon from under because you don't want anything to mash up. You want everything to come out in bulk. So that is why you have to push the spoon in the bottom. You tease all the ingredients. So this now, let me put this a bit low also. You see how easy is that? How easy is that? It's so easy. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the pot like this. Okay? You can do this, but you can leave this also because of that coconut oil is I'm going to skim. Don't throw that coconut oil away. Don't throw it away because that's full of flavor. Make sure you leave the one you are skimming, because do not forget, that's one thing also. Do not forget, when you skim this coconut oil, because it's full of flavor, leave it to cold. When it's cold, look for a zip bag and you turn that oil. Don't leave it like in the fridge or on top of your cooker or under your cooker. When you skim it, leave it to cold. After it's cold, look for a zip bag. You turn, or maybe a freezer bowl. You turn that skim oil, because it's coconut oil, it's organic coconut oil. Because of now, it's full of flavor. It's packed full of flavor. So put it in a zip bag. You can put it in the freezer, but leave it to cold. If you can leave it even for overnight for it to cool down, and turn it in the zip bag and put it in the freezer. Next time you want to steam your rice, just steam your rice. You buy your sardine and then you use that oil to fry your onions to eat with your sardine. You're gonna love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, because right now that oil is full of flavor. It has captured all the flavor. This is enough now, because it's coconut oil. It's not like you see. Don't throw that away. If you throw that away, I feel sorry for you. You see, it's full of a little bit of sauce underneath it. Leave it to cool down. You put it in a zip bag. When you put this in the zip bag and put it in the freezer, don't put it in the fridge, because it can go very bad, because of that. It's a little bit of sauce from this pot in here. So that is why you have to leave this to cold. When it's cold, very, very cool, find a zip bag or a small bowl which can go in the freezer. You turn this and keep it in the freezer. Next time when you don't have time to cook rice, just get your sardine and then you get your onions, you fry it with this. It's going to give you the best of the best flavored coconut oil in your steamed rice. You see? How easy is that? All this has gathered all the aroma, all the deliciousness, the beef, that. You see? So this is not a Creole stew. The Creole stew, you don't need any liquid. Oh, this sauce is so good. Oh my word, I'm not blowing my own trumpet, guys. I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but let me do a filming. Let me do a filming, guys. Film. Take a picture first. Let me get some other protein on top here so people can see what is happening here. You see, those are soaking, those fish, soaking those meats. Oh, child. Look at falling off the bone. Oh, falling off the bone. So this now, with that rice, trust me guys, take a picture. Hi guys, how you doing? This is your girl Jamila Camara Food. Today I have just made boiled soup, because we the Sierra Leoneans, it doesn't matter what we cook, we call it soup. But this is a stew I make, we call boiled stew. Boiled stew means that you need a little bit of liquid on this one, It's not like a Creole stew, supposed to be very dry. I just cooked this with coconut oil on my YouTube channel, Jamila Camara Food. Please do not forget, my Instagram is Jamila K1. My TikTok is Jamila K1. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. For those of you who believe in God, for those of you who doesn't believe in God, thank you very much for joining this live, or for supporting. And thank you for my new subscribers. Thank you very much. Right. Look up. Ooh. Ooh, child. Ooh. You see how tender that meat is? Just fall off the bone. But we have to be careful because we need all this, you know. So now, the last, I'm supposed to put that before I even fill. The last thing I'm going to put now in this box, I've already cooked this anyway with salt, is my carrots. Yes, it's my carrots. Yes, it's my carrot. Let me just soak this with juice because it's already been cooked. Yes, it's already been cooked for 6 minutes because I like my carrots a bit crunchy. So I'm just going to reintroduce it to the pot. Yes, yes. Because this kind of food you can put cabbage. Yes, you can put steamed cabbage, but I did not have the cabbage in my fridge. You can put cabbage, you can put cassava. Yes. If you want to put those stuff in this kind of cooking, you have to boil the cassava and boil the cabbage and the carrot in salted water, so you can just add it into the cooking. But let me do it because of when I put that earlier. Hi guys, this is Jamila Camara Food. I have just cooked boiled soup on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, Jamila Camara Food. So please do not forget to subscribe to my angle. I think I need to skim more oil so I can have a better, yes, so I can have a better, I'm going to reintroduce some of that oil inside the pot, but I need a very nice, you see how sensitive this cooker is? As soon as you raise the pot, it's going to tell you that the pot is not sitting well. You know? You see? Because I want to do, as soon as you raise the pot, did you hear the alarm? It's signaling you that the pot is not sitting well. This is the best investment I've ever done. Right. Because I need a little bit of clarity on my other channel. This is what you do. Yes. Alright. Picture first. Right. Video. Hi guys, this is your girl Jamila Camara Food. I've just cooked this wonderful sauce on my YouTube channel, Jamila Camara Food. Please do not forget to check it out. It's easy to cook, it's very tasty. And then I cook this with coconut oil, organic coconut oil. And then please do not forget, press the notification bell. Whenever I'm coming up with a new content, you're gonna be the first one to be notified. My TikTok is Jamila K1. Follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, Jamila K1. Yes. Please do not forget, guys, to thumbs up the video. Okay? Right. Thank you very much. For those of you who believe in God, God bless you. For those of you who doesn't believe in God, I thank you to follow this live, or if you're going to watch it later. And thank you for my new subscribers. God bless you all to subscribe. I believe in God, so everything I do, I put God first. So if you don't believe in God, I'm sorry, but I believe in God. Thank you very much. Alright. You see, guys, please do not forget, press the notification bell, because it's not nice in the future, when Jamila make it on YouTube, you start to say, I want you to be on the part of my journey. We're going to go on this journey together with your support. Yes, we're going to go on this journey. It doesn't mean that I know how to cook more than you, but we are just going to share ideas. You watch my cooking, I watch your cooking, because I follow some cookings. But this is, that's why I always tell my people, when you are going on YouTube, whatever you are doing on the media, make sure it's your calling. Make sure it's something you like to do. Because of when I started this one, a lot of people are taunting me, oh, you are cooking, nobody's watching. But it doesn't matter. Even if one person who is watching, that person is value. Even if two people who are watching, you have to value them. Because of, you cannot give birth to a child today, you think that child is going to start walking. No, that child have to crawl. You have to carry that child for 9 months. You give birth to the child, and that child learn how to sit, and then that child learn how to crawl before that child starts walking. And then I want you people to be on my journey, to say that when she was cooking, now she's there. But when she was cooking, it's only me and my friend was watching. And nobody's watching, but she persevered. Because I'm going to persevere. I'm going to be on this for long. Because I love cooking. I love eating. I love food. I'm a real foodie. So that is why this is not going to put me off. It's not going to deter me. I thank you for those who believe in my talents. Yes, I thank you very much for those who believe in me. It doesn't matter the ups and downs. It doesn't matter if people view my cooking. Nobody view my cooking. But I thank you for those who believe in my talents, that I have a talent. Because to put ingredients together, it's not easy. Because like now, some people will, like when they are steaming, they are boiling, pre-cooking those the beef and the chicken, they will put all the ingredients. They know that when they are doing the cooking, they're going to add. So you're not going to taste anything. But because of the beef and the chicken, I just put half an onion, a teaspoon of salt, and boil it. Because that salt I put in that beef and chicken to boil, it releases, it enters into the marrow of the beef, the marrow of the chicken, to release those stock, those wonderful stock. Because I know I was going to use ingredients to do the finishing. But if you put ingredients in the boiling of the meat or the chicken, and then you add those same ingredients in this pot, you are going to overpower the cooking. And when you taste the sauce, you're not going to taste the chicken, you're not going to taste the fish, how the fish supposed to, you're just going to taste ingredients. And when you are cooking this kind of dish also, make sure that after you put everything, because do not forget that you season the fish with salt, you season the meat with salt, you boil the meat with salt. So that is why you have to be very careful. The meat, the salt, because don't say, okay, now I'm going to add salt. No, make sure you taste. Make sure you taste, because if not, the seasoning cube, the Maggi cube, those three are salty. In this kind of cooking, you don't put your prawn seasoning. Do not put your prawn seasoning, because when you put the prawn seasoning on, you can put fresh prawns if you want to, but do not put a prawn seasoning, because that prawn seasoning, do not forget, that prawn seasoning is already like a roasted prawns, and you don't want that smell in here. And then you have other ingredients you use to make the prawn seasoning. You don't want that here. Here you just want the fresh ingredients you are using. You can get the smell. If you were here, even those of you who are watching now, you have that kind of, because you have that sense of smell, you know that this is a very good meal. Okay, so that's how you cook. less is more. Because I know I boil the chicken and the meats with a teaspoon of salt. So I use that stock to cook this. Do not put any thickener. Some of you may put like you put like how you call it. You put starch, rice starch, potato starch to thicken the sauce. Do not do it. Do not do it, because of when you do it in this kind of sauce, the food becomes slimy. Some people even use the fish. They put the flour in the fish to lock in the moisture. You can do it if you are eating the fish. If you want to fry the fish well fried, and you are eating the fish as a meal, you are not cooking it in this kind of sauce. But if you are cooking it in this kind of sauce, do not forget the only thing in that fish, that fish is salt. And then you want all the ingredients you put in here for the fish to absorb. But if you put flour to coat that fish with flour to cook this kind of sauce, all these ingredients, all this, it's not going to go inside the fish. Because why? You have sealed the fish. I'm live for YouTube. You have sealed the fish. When you seal the fish, all these ingredients, your black pepper, which are inside the curry powder, all those, your ginger, your garlic, they are not going to go inside the fish. That is why you are not going to seal. Because if you are going to just chew this fish, you just fry it and chew it. You make sure that you season that fish very well. You put all the seasoning you can put on the raw fish, and you toss it in the flour. You deep fry, because you know that there is seasoning on the fish. But if you are going to cook it like this, do not seal the fish with flour. Do not seal it, because when you seal it, the fish is going to be bland inside. It's going to be bland. It's not going to absorb all this goodness inside this pot. It's not going to do it, because of it's like when you put lotion in your face and you put sun cream to protect. That's how you do. That's what you don't do. Okay? In this kind of sauce, do not say, "Oh, I don't want the fish to break up." This or no, it's not gonna break up. Just make sure that when you want to stir, put the spoon in the middle and dip it like this. Go in circle. Go in circle. You see? Go in circle. You are stirring, but you are not disturbing any of this protein. You're gonna take this fish in whole. You are stirring, but you just dip the spoon in the middle. You go right round. It's okay. That's how you cook. That's how you cook. That's how you cook. You don't want overpowering ingredients on your cooking. When you overpower the ingredients, you'll be so fed up as soon as you start eating the meal like this. Now you may want to eat it, and now I was just talking to you because of I want you to see how I'm going to share this rice. Ooh, yes. That coconut oil I take from there, you are going to see now how this rice is going to look. Oh yeah. Ooh, people. We are going to see now that coconut. That coconut, yes. So now it's done. Let me just get myself a plate. I'm going to share for those of you. I'm just getting my plates now so I can share. Today I have a molar actually. Today I have a molar. Let me look for it. If I can find it. Oh yes. Today I have a molar. I'm going to serve this with love. I'm going to serve this with love. Yes. I have a molar. Don't go nowhere. If one of you are up there, don't go nowhere. You have to see if you have waited now from the beginning to now, or you just join in. This is the finishing. Okay? I have a molar. I'm going to mold this now like this, nicely, so you can see. If you want to serve this in your restaurant, this is how you want. This is how you want to do it. If you want to serve this in your restaurant, this is how you want to do it. You want to serve this in your restaurant, this is how you want to do it. Let me clear here and get myself. Like you have like a, you want to be sophisticated. You know? Hey. Sometimes when I speak my English, I say, oh God. When I speak my English, I say, oh God, the English people will be taunting me now. Jamila, that's not the way to speak English. Sorry, English is not my language. I'm really sorry, English is not my language. So this is done. Let's push it that way. I'm sorry, shaking now. So now, if you want to serve this with love, like you have a date, or you have a family, you want to impress, or you have your friends, you want to impress. Amber, 1 minute. I'm looking. Oh Lord. Amber. Oh yes, I have one here. You have to wait, okay? You have to wait, guys. It's already done. You've waited now, up to now. If you want to serve this with love, let me look for a spoon. Let me off this now. Off. Off. And then off. And now you have to use this kind of spoon to serve this. Yes. Ooh, child, I was not expecting that to. Well, it doesn't matter. I'll try my best. And then you put. You see, this is the texture you want. That's how you want your meat to look. Okay? And then I'm going to get myself now a chicken. This is the beef, this is the chicken. And I'm going to get my carrots. Put the carrot here because I want, maybe I have to add another fish. Let me just break this fish into, right, this is the fish. That's how you want your fish to come out. And your chicken. Because you want most of your wonderfulness to be seen. Let me put this beef in the bowl, like this. What's most of the ingredient to be seen. Okay? So now, come with your carrot like this, and then you scoop the sauce. You see? You scoop this sauce like this. Scoop this sauce like this. You scoop it and put a little bit of the coconut oil on top, because you want that deliciousness. But the fish has to be seen. Do not cover the fish. Do not cover the chicken. Everything has to be seen. Right, let me clean the area. Let me clean the area. Clean the area nice. When I say clean the area, clean the area. Area nice like this. And then what you're gonna do, chuck this garnish into this love bowl. And then hey, look. You see? You don't want, what you don't want also, because some of you, if you cook this, you can see like the water separated from the ingredients. That is why you have to leave it to go thick like that. Because it's not a Creole stew, but it's not, you don't want it to go waterish as well. Because when you, some of you, you can just leave it and the water is going to separate from there. Look, you're gonna put that for your loved one. You're gonna put that nicely like that for your loved one. You see, this is how you serve. God bless you. Let me push this there. God bless you for those who watch this live from the beginning to the end. This alone, if you put this in front of somebody, maybe you put this only with, let's say, maybe this canopy is too long. For this garnish is too big. Let me just reduce it. That garnish is pasmenji. Pasmenji, I think is, you call it in this country basil. Yes, I think that's better like that. So you serve it like this if you have a guest. So by then, because of the rice is small and there is more protein here, you can fry your plantain. You can fry your plantain and put it here. So when that person is eating this, he can eat this with the plantain or eat this with the rice. Or you can have like a bowl of salad, like only cucumbers. Only cucumbers and salad. You don't put any mayonnaise and just the cucumber and the salad and the onion like that, and then you put a little bit on the side like that. You serve your guests. Or if you are doing you are selling, you're in a restaurant, you serve it like that. Nobody, you're not gonna put a dish like this in front of somebody, they're gonna reject this plate, trust me. You see? And this alone, if you don't eat rice, like you are diabetic, you don't eat rice, you boil, well, it's all starch, you boil your yam or raw plantain, you put this aside. It goes with everything, because that is why you don't see it separated. You don't see, let me bring this back here. Sorry for the movements. You know, in the future, when I become big, I will have like a, you see, it doesn't separate at all. Nothing separates. Everything just cooked to perfection. Nothing separates. You see? Because when you cook this kind of sauce, you will see like the water settle. The water, when you put this now in the plate, you can see it separates. You can see the clear water rolling down the plates. You don't want that kind of cooking. You see? So we cook the stock of the chicken and the beef. We cook with this. And the water coming off of the tomatoes and the onions is all just cooked to perfection. This is how you cook. So I thank you. God bless you for those who believe in my talents, for those who are with me in this journey. So do not forget to give me your thumbs up. You like me, you don't like me, don't forget to give me your thumbs up, your like, your comments. Please do not forget, you know, because when you thumbs up the video, YouTube suggests the video, because I know some people, when I say when you thumbs up the video, YouTube suggests, some people, they will come and say, okay, I'm going to watch, but I'm not going to thumbs up because I don't want Facebook to, YouTube to suggest the video. But at the end of the day, even Satan have a friend. People who believe in my talents will support my talents. Because of, trust me, whatever happens, I'm here to stay, because cooking is my passion. I love cooking. When I'm cooking, I feel like when somebody take drugs, I feel like when somebody is in the club, when somebody go, when I'm cooking, cooking is my drug. Cooking is my hobby. Cooking is my passion. So it's just up to you people to just support my talents, because I have more to come. I have more to come. Different countries I've traveled in my life. I have more to come. I'm just building this page as organic as possible. But please, I tell you, so thank you for those of you, because I see a lot of new subscribers. God bless you for that subscription. Please, thank you very much. When you watch the video, do not forget to thumbs up the video. That's all I can able to say. That's all you can give to me. Thank you very much. Until next time, God bless you all.